Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Boipelo K if you're new, and you're all welcome. We only have 2 rules in this family. 1, you have to subscribe, and 2, please don't skip ads because a girl needs some some coins. So as you guys can see by the title, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. We are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Guys, we are what? Is it embarrassing to say it on camera? We are.
I will never leave you in the pouring rain, and no matter what we go.
With every new year, I have different goals. But as I enter 2024, it just hits different. I've been waiting for this year for half of my 20s. Scary, but yet excited to see what's in store for me. As a born-free child, I'm turning 30 this year, and for the first time ever, I'm able to say this is a personal year for me. Leading up to this year, I would love to let go of a lot of things, be it tangible or non-tangible. But certainly, I'm proud of the strength I hold. I'm proud of how I view life and the ability to see every perspective. I'm proud of how I handle disappointment. I'm proud of the love I shower everyone with. I'm proud of the friend, the sister, the daughter, the partner that I am. I'm proud of the mistakes I've turned into lesson learned. I'm proud of my journey of falling and getting back up. I'm proud of never once giving up and never losing hope. I'm proud of how I always fight and show my heart. I'm proud of how I keep the faith and keep pushing. And for that I say 2024 is my year. And I'm going to have a blast. XOXO Sanele.
Love will still remain, so do what you want, baby. You and me in the sun. Know that I still be here.
So I'm gonna try and hide out the parts that I don't want you guys to see, but this is how my whole vision board looks like.
When the day is done, so come a little bit closer, and I'll tell you what I feel inside. You know I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you.
We are pregnant. You are on So this is our baby. As you have seen by the title, the thumbnail, kiyo mwana hao. Mwana omuncha, mo YouTube, new addition to the family. So now that ubaba wengane, papa ngwanaka utamile, we can have a chat together. So yeah guys, that's the news. Your girl is pregnant. I think my neck gave it away, or am I lying? Like my neck literally gave it away. So yeah, I found out in March after my birthday. I think I suspected around my birthday, but I didn't want to dwell on it too much because I still had the birthday celebration to do, remember? Because my birthday was on the 20th, and I think my birthday celebration was after that. So Masaka kept saying, please go and test 1, 2, 3, because he always bought me like pregnancy tests. So I was just like, no, it's not gonna work, man. If it comes out positive, then it means I'm not gonna rock on my birthday celebration. And now I want to rock. I wanted to rock. So yeah, and it happened. But prior to that, ooh, guys, trying for a baby is a lot of work. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's depressing. Like, and it also tests your faith, your emotions, everything, because truly speaking, we wanted a child last year. That was the whole thing. Well, last year we were having a child. You know what, Mkhataka, we're doing this. Modimo are lona le tletse joke lona full of jokes. But also I blame myself for that because I'm gonna speak on power of the tongue. I think since my early 20s to my, like, let me just say all my 20s, the 10 years of my 20s, I've been saying it with my mouth, saying I'm gonna have a baby at 30. And that has always been my song. Like, it has been a broken record that I'm gonna have a baby at 30. So obviously God is listening, you understand? And now I'm 29 and I'm saying I want a child. So God is just like, you're confusing me. You've been saying you want a baby at 30, and then now you're 29, and then when you want a child. Shame. And that stemmed from, I have a sister cousin there. I think I was in first year. I remember I went to a baby shower with Felicia. She had her first child, I think at 30, 31. So I think that's when it knocked into my mind, okay, you can have a child in your 30s. Because all along I was thinking you have to have children in your 20s. It's a must, having children in your 20s. Because most women in my family had kids in their 20s. So now it's just like, I'm going to have kids in my 20s. But then I went to that baby shower in my first year of varsity. So she's like, okay, she's 30. Okay, I can also do this. That's when I paused the whole thing of having kids. I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy my 20s and that's it. And then when he turned 30, I don't know what was happening in his mind. It was just a never-ending thing. And it's just like, this guy, wait on me to turn 30. Like, wait on me. Because that time, now I'm still in my 20s. I wanna rock. Like, I wanna rock. The city girl, like, I'm a girl. So fine, I'm Shimanam for last year. And then just like, we're trying, yeah. Little did we know what guys, there's a lot of factors going into having kids. Hey, like, first of all, we're just doing the deed because we are human beings. I didn't even know that you have to have the deed when you're ovulating. My mom had to say that to us. I remember I was on a phone call with my mom saying, I've been testing, and then pregnancy test always comes out negative. And my mom was just like, when are you guys doing the deed? I'm like, you have to track it down. That's when I downloaded the app, more the iPhone, and then I started seeing whenever my app would say ovulation, Basicala, indeed, basicala. But the disappointments were more than the nice things of doing the deed, because every other month would take a pregnancy test and it would come out negative. And I think God was just playing mind games with us. Like, for Kalistic sense of humor. Like, I believe that I would miss my period by 10 days, like literally 10 days. And then I would get excited of I missed my period, got 10 days, go get a pregnancy test. And Hashem would go, like, literally, I'd say that one thing in the shop. Now, guys, when I buy stuff like that, like body pads, I'd rather buy other things so that I can hide that one item. I would take that one item alone and just stand there so bravely. So he would come and say, take, and then I'll take it in the morning when he's at work, and then I have to send him the bad results. Or okay, sometimes I didn't even send the results. I will tell him when he comes back. I'm like, negative. And you could see in our faces there's a lot of disappointment, but we wouldn't say to one another up until we got drunk. As relationship was tested, there were moments whereby we would drink and Mataka would start saying things like, yeah, maybe you are preventing what you're conning, you don't want to have a child with me. And I'm just like, why would I agree to do something with you if I didn't want to? Like, why would we just Kayla? So it was just a lot whereby it also tested our trust in each other. And also it tests your emotional intelligence and how you carry each other's emotions. Because I said to him, there are certain things you'd say, they would stick in my mind, because he would start saying things like, yeah, maybe you are the problem. And I'm like, why would I be the problem? And I think that's the thing with men. They think we are the problem, not them. Because I said to him, Nalo and Nali, we both don't have kids. How do you know I'm the problem? What if it's you? So you can't point it out to me. Like, men have this ego that it's always us who has the issue, not them. So it's just like, Nalo and Nali, we play we started from scratch basically. We both don't know, and it's been a year only since I removed my implant, so let's give my body a chance to clean itself, to come back to its senses and all that. So it won't happen overnight, but I could see the disappointment in his eyes. So this guy is just saying, fella, wanyana oh hadikini, what was city girl forever. And I think towards the end of last year, about November, that's when we're like, you know what, we're done with this thing. Aksanako test, like I'm done, like I'm no longer buying a pregnancy test, I'm done. And I had a friend I would speak to about these things. Why I don't know if we were in this journey together. Maybe later she was secretly doing it, I was also secretly doing it, but eventually we started talking about it together. And she's like, hi Chomi, baroka boila di, what's this, the guava leaves with a catch. Hey, now that time we come from Groove, I remember just boiling leaves, and Mohataka was just like, what are you doing with these things? I'm like, concoction. And I think I drank the mixture for a week, but it made me so weak. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what that did. Apparently it cleans your system, but please guys, don't go and do these things and say Boipelo K said no. Next thing you die and it's my fault. No, please don't, like, don't. But I'm just telling my story, or what did I do? I don't know if it's the guava leaves that made me become pregnant, or it was just God's timing. I don't know, but I'm just telling you guys. So that's what we did. And also, I remember I went on that diet early on the year. I'm just having a mint mojito. I went on that diet, remember, the juice diet. And that also kicked me off my feet. Like, I felt like I was dying. So I don't know if that also cleaned my system, so that by the time I release my soul, everything was just clean or what, I don't know. But yeah, these are the factors then where they maybe helped contribute to my conceiving journey, I don't know. But yeah, that was what I did. And what else? No, I didn't drink any pills. I didn't try any pills, because they were saying there are pills that you can drink to clean your blood and stuff like that. I didn't try them. That was all. The two methods that I did was using the app, doing the DIET when I'm ovulating, the guava leaves, and the juice diet, the 5 days juice diet. So that was that. And because we had said, not that we had given up, but you could see the disappointment in us. So we were just like, you know what, it's fine, let's leave it. And I know God wasn't denying it, he was just delaying it. It was not time. So we said it with our mouths that, you know what, let's leave it on pause. But in the back of our minds, we knew we still wanted to have a child. I think that's just how things were. And then fine, my birthday came. So how did this go about? Okay, and my birthday came, and then I celebrated, it's fine. And then I went to that event with Tati. And at that event, guys, I've never been so bored in my entire life. Like, I was just like, I remember Tati saying to me, yeah, my hormones that day were like, yeah, it's getting a child. And like, this is not it, like a child. And that same day, I had to Uber from that event. They said the next day when we checked out, because we slept there, I had to Uber back to home. So what I did is I Ubered to Mall of Africa, because there was something I wanted to get. And then I said, Mohataka must come pick me up from Mall of Africa. So when I got to Mall of Africa, I had this eagerness of, you know what, just get a pregnancy test now and just test, because your moods, your everything, you are just irritated by things. And I'm not a person like that. I'm a bubbly person, if you know me. So fine. And God works in mysterious ways, ne? The Uber where I climbed off, usually Mall of Africa use one entrance, but that guy, I don't know what happened, why he used a different entrance. Fine, I get off. Where I got off, there's a discount. I'm just like, okay, maybe it's a sign. I get into discount, and people just, there were two girls going, but I can. I'm like, wait, busy, I know. Took the cheapest one. I think the one I took was 10 rands. Took the cheapest one. At that time, I have a clear blue, the digital one, but because I couldn't, the suspense was killing me, I took the cheapest one. And next door discount, there's a bathroom. Guys, God, what is God doing in my life? So I get in the bathroom, and I'm like, I remember just praying, let it come negative, because I'm so used to it coming negative. Like, let it come negative. Guys, I was so loud that day, I'm sure. And the bathrooms there, the dividers between the toilets, it's it's open, so I'm sure the next people in the next toilet, they could hear what I was saying. And I kept saying, let it come negative, let it come negative. Fine, and I took it out. 2 lines. Guys, if I didn't die that day, I don't know if I was happy or if like my emotions were all over the place. Like I was just like, God, I've wanted this thing so long last year, you didn't want, and now, whereas I had completely said, you know what, I'm out of it, but I'm not sure if I'm out of it. Do I still want to do it? And now this, I'm just like, Guys, that was the most confusing part of my life. Then Muhataka calls, he's like, okay, I'm busy now. Can you Uber home to my workplace and we'll drive from my workplace to home? So I was like, okay, fine. Like, I didn't even want to argue with him. I was just like, fine. So I Ubered. In that Uber, guys, like, that was the longest ride of my life. Like, that stick will change your life. Like, literally, that was the longest ride of my life. And then Mohataka was waiting for me at a garage. So when I climbed off, I looked at him and I'm just like, does this guy know we're gonna have a baby? Like, it was just weird, guys. My emotions were everywhere. So I was just like, okay, fine, let me not say anything. Hey, sharp. We go home. So she's like, how was your trip? Why are you so quiet? And I'm like, should I tell him? Should I not? I was like, hi, let me not tell him. Fine. And then we got back home and I said to him, but it was still very early. I think we were around 3. So it's just like, so I was just like, okay, Mpo was one of the first few people I told. So she's like, Chumi, I took a pregnancy test and it's positive. She's grown a screamer. She's like, and I'm like, I'm not told Mukhatak. I'm not told Mukhatak. Like, the suspense was killing me. And that night, I couldn't hold it. I said to Mukhatak, I took a pregnancy test and it came out positive. The shock in his eyes was just like, you are lying. Why now? All these times since it's like negative. Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I'll use the clear blue one tomorrow. I'll put up a screenshot here. Okay, let me open this so that this can come out. Yeah, it was a fly. So I said I'll take the clear blue one that has been in the cupboard for months. So fine. The next morning, it's just like, why did you make this so? Because you said you're gonna take a pregnancy test, the clear blue. I don't know, maybe he trusts the clear blue more than the cheap one. So I was just like, I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it after I take a shower. And then I took a shower and then I took it. And it said 3+ or 2+. I'll put up a picture here. And in my mind, I'm just like 2+, 3+. Is that 3 months? It's the confusion. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was just so confused. It's insane. Like, it's insane. I was so confused. Like, not knowing these things will humble you, actually. So fine. Called my mom and I was just like, you know what, I need to go home. And then I went to my mom's place. I just needed my mom and Jay. Like, I think I spent 2 weeks at my mom's place. And then Mohataka came that side and our first ever doctor's appointment was that side. And we went to a doctor just to go and confirm that indeed we are pregnant. So yeah, we went, and yeah, after that it has just been bliss after bliss. And then after 8 weeks, that's when I told my like close friends and all that. And who else did I tell? Yeah, I think I only told my close friends, and yeah, my close friends, that's all. My pregnancy brain is kicking in, don't mind me. Guys, I have to keep drinking something because my throat becomes literally dry from speaking. I don't know if it's a pregnancy thing or what, but yeah. And the rest has been history. It has been bliss. It has been everything and more. And I don't know. I just thank God for this journey. And I was speaking to Mohataka that I'm very happy that God chose me to have a very, very smooth pregnancy. Like, my pregnancy has been smooth. You know, some people get those pregnancies whereby they're in and out hospital, their blood pressures, the preeclampsia and stuff like that. I've been fortunate enough not to have those things. My pregnancy has just been smooth. Only now I'm starting to have pelvic pains, and yeah, so that's all I've God to say in terms of how we got this child. Ingani yetu. Ngwana rona. Ngwana mogatsaka. So yeah, with all that being said, all the love, guys, lerato le grilling. Since we told everyone that we're pregnant, our families, both my family and Mkhataka's family, our friends, I feel like I could be pregnant every other year, because what is this? I've never received such love, care, and tenderness. Like literally, like madam, like I can say, madam. God, I'm the first person to get pregnant in the entire both families. But I feel like I could get pregnant every other year, because I know once I give birth, they won't love me again like this. They would love the baby. So every year, since I pin the foot, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, with all that being said, life happened how it happened. God decided to take my grandmother. Whew, let me just breathe. Some days I accept it, some days I don't. Some days I try to console myself. Some days I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna console myself. This was not meant to happen. Some days I'm happy, some days I'm sad, and I don't know, guys. This was just one chapter in my life. I don't think I'll ever try to understand and wrap it around my finger, because I make sense, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. And when someone says to me, when God takes someone, he brings life back again into a family, I don't know if that should make me happy or sad, because now you're trying to say to me my baby took my grandmother's spot. Is that how it works? So it's just something, I don't know. Some days, yes, as I say, some days I can console myself and just be happy and say, you know what, my grandmother lived her life, she made sure we are well off, she took care of us. And some days I'm just like, God, if me and you were to stand like this, like literally I would, this was one journey. I don't wish it upon anyone. And you know what makes me sad? Because I'm gonna cry on camera. I don't want to cry on camera, guys. But what really breaks my heart the most is how happy she was when she found out I was pregnant. Because she's been asking me, people, when are you having a child? When are you having a child? And as I would sing my broken song, I kept saying, I'm going to have a child, Kateti, Mama, relax, I'm going to have a child, Kateti. And then now it finally happens. And her excitement, I remember I was so scared to tell her, because I still see myself as a teenager, I'm not going to lie. I still see myself as one. So I told my mom, and my mom had to tell her. So I remember I called her this other day. She didn't get back to me after she heard the news. I remember I called her. I was like, and she's like, yeah, my baby, and congratulations. And I was just like, you want to speak about this? No ways. I don't want to speak about this. It's embarrassing. She's like, no, I'm so happy. And I'm like, didn't I disappoint you that I'm not married first and then a child after? She's like, no, my baby. Everything happens for a reason. And she was so happy, I'm not gonna lie. She would speak on and on about she's gonna throw the biggest baptism for my child. And now this.
Guys, I just got to the parking lot. I'm waiting for Mokhatsaga. I think I'm gonna get in and just fill in my forms. Oh, the sun is too much. I look pregnant, eh? Like, I cannot hide it at this point. Like, my face is just saying, fuck, you are pregnant. I hate it. I see my doctor every month, like every 4 weeks. So this is one of our appointments. So because I'm not with him, so he's gonna come. I think I'm emotional also because of this is my first appointment after my grandmother's passing. Because with each and every appointment, I will fill her in. How are you, Mama? Today I went. Ooh, and stuff. So I feel like maybe today I don't have anyone to report. Okay, I report to almost everyone, like more family. I got my mom, my sister, and all that. But now I feel like there's this person missing, and it's just making me, like, even driving here, I started having like panic, not specifically panic attacks, but and I kept thinking to myself, like, what the fuck is going on actually in life? Like, how is life like this for me right now? Like, how do I have something that makes me so happy, but yet I lost someone and I'm so sad? Now I have to juggle the two emotions, and it's just, I don't know if God made it that way, that he knew I wouldn't handle this pain, so he gave me this baby so that I don't focus a lot on the pain. I focus on the happiness that's coming. But also I can't fully be happy because I feel like the way my grandmother was so happy for this child, like, guys, you know what, let me stop speaking a lot and just go see Umtana ka Boipelo no Mokhatsage, our first child. The way the drunk hanga thing. My man is here. Where is he? He just parked now, so I'm happy about that. Kyo, papa ngwanaka. He's running away from the camera.
Elevator going down. Doors closing.
Okay guys, it's getting dark, and yeah, my emotions are all over the place. But yeah, all in all, I enjoyed my pregnancy, I'm not gonna lie, and keeping it off social media was the best thing ever I've ever decided on, both Nala Mokhatsaka, because I feel like it helped us a lot in terms of just being easy on ourselves without pressure from people and stuff like that. Yes, our close people know when we are pregnant, but those are people who are used to repela. But when it comes to the external people, like, I feel like it's a social media, they will rock you. So that's what I didn't want. And yeah, I think I would do it all over again if I had to keep it a secret. I'm not gonna lie. Like, literally, I would do it over and over again and tell you guys towards the end, like I'm doing now. So at any given moment, ingane yami ingafika, like, literally, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be yesterday. I could be a mother, and Mokhatsaga could be ubaba wengane, papa ngwana batsongdzedzi. Happy man.
Hey.
Happy ufile ngwana. So yeah, that is all for the video. Most of all, please don't forget to leave a comment, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and please don't skip the ads, because we need to buy pampers. So shabelang the ads and do it for the baby, not for me, not for Mokhatsaga, for the baby. I get it? For my
the baby.
Bye.
You know I'm gonna wait on you. I'm gonna wait on you. You know I'm gonna wait on you. Yes, I'm gonna wait on cat.